Let me get YouTube chat pulled up. Just posted in the Discord. All right, getting YouTube chat pulled up. It's still waiting to go live on YouTube. Usually it takes a bit on YouTube. Let me get YouTube chat pulled up. There we go. We're good. Got YouTube chat pulled up. Let's go ahead and get our Priest's IO pulled up too, because we do have to split it. It does get a little weird to track on for both priest specs. You have to pull up like the Raider IO page, because this will help us see what dungeons we need on specifically the Holy Priest. So, as you see, last stream we got our Discipline Priest to 3K. And now we just have the Holy Priest left. It's about 200 away, 205. Well, 204.3. And we need to hunt that down. I feel like if we just do like each of these dungeons like once, if we get them done at like a 13, that would definitely get us there. But like even getting some of them done at a 12, that would give us 50 IO if we two chest it, I guess. And 4 times 50 is 200. So yeah, we're going to be hunting down these 4. Now, it's easier said than done. In these 4, we have both Tazaveshes, which are the easiest dungeons of the tier by a lot. But there's also Priory and Arakara. So what I'm thinking is we could hunt down 13s of the 2 Tazaveshes, and then a 12 of Arakara and Priory. So, without further ado, without delay, let's just get into it, man. We just got to do this. Let's get this healer over and done with. We're playing this build currently, Oracle, Holy Priest. We're really trying to crank, man. This build does a lot of healing. We're just trying to make it as easy as possible on ourselves. Luckily, the Priest shows that we have 3k IO because it's like using the combined Holy and Disc score. So it should be quicker to get into keys, hopefully. But, you know, will people want to invite a Holy Priest is the question. And we can only find out by queuing up. Also, our key is an Ecodome 13, which wouldn't really get us much IO, so we're going to be praying to the LFG gods today that people accept us into their groups and that they're competent players. And we do it. Today is the day. I'm hoping, man. It would be just so nice, such a weight lifted to just finish it. Just finish it today. I am exhausted of this series, and the channel also needs to move on from it, to be honest. So it is... it would be good for the YouTube if we got done with the series soon. But we're in a 13 streets, which is going to be very good for us. This is, I would say, one of the easier dungeons this tier, if not the easiest one, to be honest. So hopefully, like, no hitches come up. Also, just before we get started today, let's take a look at our Valor Stones. And see if we have any, like, crests. Okay, we can do a couple upgrades. What do we want to send it on? Probably just what gives us like the most main stat, I'm guessing. So, not necklace. It's probably going to be the chest. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the chest. So let's just, I guess, do as many upgrades as we can. 2 more upgrades. We go up to 715. 715. And... we're ready for this, man. We are absolutely ready. Because if we do well enough in the 2 Tazaveshes, then we will have a lot less worry about the other 2, the Priory and the Arakara. But I do think this spec will struggle a little bit less than Arakara, because one, I have a stun to help with the stops. Oh, I have desktop audio coming through. Sorry about that. But one, I'll have a kick, or I'll have a stun for the stops. So the resonating barrages shouldn't be as much of an issue. But 2, this spec can do a lot more healing on the move, like before a pool, with our shock heals. Yo, what's up, Hexy? Very happy to have you here today. If all goes well, this could be the finale. Just failed a 16 eco on my H-File. Oh, man. Feels bad. Dungeon is generally easy, but some parts are hard to heal. Yeah, you know what I've been surprised about is the amount of groups that fail on exactly the first boss in Ecodome. Like, they don't drop the puddles right, and then the ads make it to the boss, or like something stupid. Yo, what's up, Bailey's? Good to see you. Welcome in. Y'all chose a good day to stop in, because this whole series could come to a close today. Goodness gracious. I just dropped by to drop a prime. Afro, I appreciate it. Have fun streaming. I will. I will. We'll VOD watch later. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. You're the reason I swapped from DPS to Mistweaver Monk. Wow. Okay. I'm glad you gave it a shot because I definitely do think that Mistweaver is the most fun spec to play. But I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. In fact, someone just messaged me yesterday saying that they've tried asking around a bunch of the Windwalker creators a question about Windwalker, and no one would give them a serious answer. They were all just trying to meme on them. So they sent me a message, and I was like, look, I don't play Windwalker too much, but I could probably get you an answer. And then I looked into it, and I got them an answer, but it's kind of crazy. I guess there just aren't too many Windwalker creators, or I guess maybe all of them are just like jokesters, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. Interesting. But hey, I hope you like it. It's awesome, but I suck at it. I mean, it definitely is one of those specs that takes some practice. I feel like a lot of the spec is muscle memory. Like, you can kind of, once you get to a point where you can just do like the rotation in your sleep, like, then it just, you can really, less of your focus is on what you're doing and what's coming up, you know? And that's when it really starts to click, when you get to like focus on the mechanics coming your way, you know? I am okay in Mythic Plus, but raid healing, I am far behind. Well, if you're good at Mythic Plus, I just posted a video on a Chi-Ji build that I've been playing in raid, and I'll just go ahead and show you. Because our Yulon raid build is very complicated, and it's very different from our Mythic Plus build. But these are my Mythic parses with a Chi-Ji build. So if you like the raid build, or if you like the Mythic Plus build, but you're struggling with the Yulon build, but Chi-Ji and Ancient Teachings, all that makes sense to you, honestly, give this a try, and you might see better results, at least until you get like the fundamentals down of the spec. But I made a guide on it just recently. If you type !Chi-Ji, I guess I could, here, I'll do it, since we're not in a key. Chi-Ji, there you go. That's the link to that guide if you ever wanted to dabble with it, you know. But man, have y'all noticed that this game is like, the thing about World of Warcraft is they really don't do themselves any favors, because they compete with themselves. Like, you know, right now we're competing with Legion Remix and Classic, you know what I mean? So like all the players are playing Legion Remix, or half of them, then like less people are playing the actual game, you know? It's crazy, dude. It is crazy. But yeah, ever since Remix came out, like there are so many fewer players. Yo, what's up, Nerdies? Very good to see you. How are you doing today? I am hoping to get a competent tank and to blast this 13 to start off strong. I will for sure check it out. I much prefer the playstyle in M+, but need the raid stuff for guild and gear. Yeah, I feel that. But it'll be nice because next week the dinar system is coming out. So you'll be able to like buy the few raid pieces you need. Like the two, what are they? You can buy the living silk trinket, and you can buy the antenna. I had some actually cooking ideas for Mistweaver today. Okay, Nerdies, y'all, you know I'm always down to hear it, but it won't happen because it would make the spec more complex. You know what? Lay them on me. Let's see how out far reach they are. But I am excited because once the series is done, I do want to push on my Mistweaver. The problem is I'd be starting the push from 3200, so like it's not like a too high starting push, but I would hope to get pretty far in, you know. But hopefully you guys want to watch some Mistweaver gameplay. It's been a while. I know I have a pretty split audience with people that want to watch Mistweaver and people that don't want to watch Mistweaver, so Hopefully you guys are down for that. At least to buy time until Vlad and I do our series together at the start of next month. Yo, what's up, Yacade? Very nice to see you. Welcome in, everyone. We're just on the, we're doing a big old tank wait. This is for a 13 streets, and... Okay, we invited the warrior that has the same... The warrior literally had less IO than these two guys, and we need a tank, but he was like, nah, I'm not taking those two. What's the series we're doing next month? So, you know, look, let me ask you guys this. What's the hardest role in the game to play? Like, irrefutable, what is the hardest role in the game to play? It's healer, right? What's the easiest role in the game to play? DPS. So I'm teaming up with another DPS streamer who also does like similar series to me, and I'm gonna prove once and for all that DPS is super easy to play, and he's gonna struggle super hard on a healer. So he's gonna be playing Holy Priest. I'm gonna be playing Frost Death Knight. I'm gonna master it, you know, with my eyes closed in the matter of a few seconds. And he's going to struggle the whole time because he's playing a healer, and it's going to be Holy Priest. And yeah, we're just going to prove that healers are the best players in the world. So that's what we're doing. We're swapping roles. We're going to do a little push. He likes to do like quicker series, so it might be like a quicker put. We probably won't go all the way to 3K, but it'll go like probably to... He does like all 10s, I think, is like his first metric where he goes to. He also has done some where he goes like 2,500. We'll see. It kind of just depends on the... how much you guys like it, basically. But I would like to push it to like 3K, maybe. I might like do that on my own. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, the downside is like you guys like watching me play healer, right? I don't know if you guys like it, but you do it, you know. Y'all watch me play healer, so I don't know if y'all are gonna enjoy watching me play DPS. But I think that's what's gonna make it fun. Is like you're gonna see a healer's approach to trying to learn a DPS spec that I've never played before. And all this stuff. I feel like it's going to be fun, you know? So hopefully you guys tune in for that and you guys enjoy it. I don't know who you were talking about, but it's definitely... Yeah, it's 100%. It is definitely not Vlad. That is not who we're talking about. You know, it's funny because I always just refer to him as Vlad, but, like, his name is definitely not Vlad. I'm, like, so confused on should I call him definitely not Vlad. Okay, I need to focus. We were playing Oracle, Prayer of Mending spam. Let's just go ahead and spread some of those around. Get some hots around. I need to focus. We were playing Holy Priest. Holy Priest time. Sure, I'll PI a warrior. I don't even know what that does. Who would y'all PI in this group? For me, it's probably just going to land on the Ret Pally every time. I feel like they're just always a good default PI. I need to focus up. Today, this is going to be the easiest key of the day. Well... Fingers crossed, but that doesn't mean that we can like slack, you know. I'm also playing ranged, which I don't fully remember all the ranged mechanics, but like things like these little baits and stuff I need to be paying attention to. And we just need a blast, man. I want to just 4-shot this, you know. We watch you, not your class. You're entertaining no matter what you're playing. Bailey, that's so kind. I appreciate you so much. I hope that's true, you know. But I guess we'll... Ooh, this pool. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. I don't like this. We're in our apotheosis. So we pulled this pack to the mini ball. Yeah, I was about to say, we should definitely be lusting here, right? Oop. I got clipped. Oh no. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, we're fine. I keep forgetting about Prayer of Mending. What am I doing? Okay, I'm definitely gonna pop Premonition here. I should have popped it there. Whoa. Just going him for a bit until I have to move. Yikes. That was terrifying, not gonna lie. Whew. Think about this boss is like, this boss is kind of easy, but we can't let like this little chip damage sit on our allies because once he starts stripping weapons, it chunks, you see? So like, yeah, it only did about half of my health, but also I was mitigated a little bit. Spread around some prayer mittings, which I should have done earlier. I totally forgot about premonition. Okay, tank is still chaining in, which is good. Like, this gives our mage some funnel because he's arcane. It's not bad. Oh, he invised. Okay, okay. We're fine, we're fine. That pool is over. Take some deep breaths. We got this. That was a hot way to start this, though. See, so tank is hardest by far. I don't know, man. Look, I recently started playing my Prot Warrior, and I just did a Brewmaster key the other day with my hunter friend. I don't know if he's in chat yet, but usually, oh, he'll tune in every now and then. But Rob, I tanked a key for him, and he said I did a perfect tanking job. Like I was good about pulling to keep him with funnel on every pull, and like I kept things going during cooldown stuff. Like he said, I did a perfect job tanking. I think as long as you know the route, I think people think tanking is so hard because of the route. But in Mythic Plus, I really don't think tanking is the hardest role in modern WoW. I definitely think historically, sure, but I definitely do think I would argue healer is like definitely the hardest. We're gonna definitely PI here. We also have a beam splicer just destroying our group. Yeah, that was very tragic. We all went to go kill the interrogation, and then that beam splicer spawned right on top of us. So that was a bad chain pull from the tank. We probably should have waited out the interrogation before we pulled these two overseers. Oh god, where's my weapon? I butt pulled. No. Oh god. I'm just taking it to the squad. Help me. Okay. Whoo. Still one death, but it was to the beam splicer. I did chain pull, but I did butt pull. But luckily they saw it and I didn't die to them. I used my CC, try to buy time for my group to get here and grab aggro. Because I just a priest. Hey, honestly, this probably isn't the worst way to pull these guys. I wonder if the tank was even meaning to, because now we have funnel on the course. But now I have no idea where those enemies went. Are they running down the stairs? Here they go. Okay, they snapped to us. Interesting. I wonder if there's some merit to pulling like that on purpose. But where'd the security guy go? It's just a specialist. I'm so confused. Is he seriously running all this way? He'll probably keep me in combat. I wonder if once we kill the course, I wonder if we're going to be able to mount. That'll be the true test if we're in combat or not. Oh, it's going to be interesting. I don't think tanks is hardest, but it is by far the most stressful. Yeah, that I agree with. Well, I don't know, because healer's also stressful. But it's just because healing is stressful. But I definitely think tanking is, like, stressful to start, because you have to, like, learn around. Like, I could only imagine how annoying it is to start a season as a tank. Like, I'm talking, like, the season just started, and you're like, I'm going to do my first few keys as a tank. I probably shouldn't have PI'd now, because the next pool is a very heal-checky one. And I will probably want to have my PI for that. Also, everyone swapped to that core hound, so I'm going to swap back to this one. Okay. Interesting. Should probably mark the tank, because I have no idea which one's him. Oh. Okay, tank. Get up there. Just going and heading him early. Yeah, the tank's trying to do the strat where he's up top, but I don't know if he fully did it. Yeah, he didn't do it right, or the Direhorn wouldn't be able to charge down here. Now it's up there with him, though. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, there we go. See, he missed his charge. Okay, we're good now. We're rolling. We did let the mage die. It's a big oopsie. But I think those cats were jumping to like people that were in combat, and they jumped to me because I healed, and I got put in combat with them. But then I think the mage started attacking them all early. So I think they all jumped. Like, I think he had multiple jump to him. So here, these guys, this like little trick here. You pull the Peacekeepers in here because they're really not threatening, and they'll sit here and do this little phalanx channel. I'm not even going to attack these guys, but they do this phalanx channel, and it makes like them take less damage. You basically don't want to stop the channel because you want these guys alive as long as possible, because what they're doing is they're allowing our Arcane Mage, among, I'm sure, other DPS at least. I just know Arcane Mage does funnel damage, but they're just allowing our DPS to funnel. So I'm not even going to damage them. Unless it made me do more damage to, like, Alucrux or whatever that thing's called. But, yeah, as long as you're not threatened by these packs, like, I don't even like to touch them. I'll just let them live as long as possible. I'll let those phalanx channels just sit there and finish. Probably move away from Acolyte. Y'all, okay, so ever since I started playing the Priest, the amount of people that have commented on the way that I do my feathers, where I actually place it at my feet, is insane. I've gotten so many comments on it recently. And honestly, I've done the feather macro before. I really have. But I just don't, I don't know. I'm more of a fan of just placing it. So if you're wondering why I do that, it's kind of like personal preference at this point. Let's go ahead and mass dispel that. Okay, we have our all premonition. The thing about premonition is, for me, it's like, it's so obvious when to use premonition as a disc priest, but I'm still getting used to like when to use it as a holy priest. So that's why I was kind of contemplating just playing Archon, because for me Archon's like super simple, right? Even though it's worse, just because I don't really understand the optimal uses yet. But I guess like the more we play this, the more it'll make sense to me. Just keeping an eye, making sure the mage isn't about to take a hit from an orb. Sure, I'll PI you. Oh, can't do that. So far, there have been 3 deaths. One of them was to the beam coming out on the first boss. One of them was to someone getting sucked in on this boss, and then one was actually the melee. No, he took a B-res into an orb. But another, why would he take a B-res last second on that boss? That's troll. Okay, so yeah, so far this warrior has like caused 3 deaths. I did let the mage die. I'll take the blame on that one. I use on renew, but play a build with it. Oh, okay. Tanking is just be there and pull fast. Well, to me, I've noticed like threat is kind of hard to keep nowadays. Maybe it's just because I don't... Oh, I'm still in combat? I knew it. I feel like I'm still in combat with that guy up top. I wonder if he's going to snap to me like randomly in the dungeon and kill me. I'm gonna pop Fade here to reduce my pool range. I think that's still on. I just put the feather up top. Maybe that's the reason why I should feather up my feet. Okay, I'm gonna Apotheosis here. This is sketchy. Yeah, this is chaos. Hey, at least we won't be in combat anymore, though. What on earth, man? Wonder if he meant to pull all that. Let me right-click it. Jesus. The mage said pretty massive pool. I agree. That was kind of a crazy one. Plus, I wasn't even there yet, but I did have the means to catch up on that pool. I just wasn't there quick enough. So we failed the pool just a second ago. Let's go ahead and do the same exact thing. Why don't we? Okay, this is less than what he pulled a second ago. Whew. Spread our dot around. I feel like the dot does pretty good damage, right? Like, I should definitely be still spreading it. I should probably watch my feet. Ooh, the mage almost stepped it. Damn. I got bolted. It's prayer of mending. Okay. That sucks a lot. That sucks a whole lot, man. Please don't die to the bleed. Ret Paladin, off heal. Off heal. It's not over. The thing about Streets is the timer's like really, honestly, free. So, like, yeah, all of this sucks, but like, still not over. Dude, I've never seen this route before. Why are we pulling so much over here? Okay, I'm stunning that bull. I don't want to take another one. I'm just going to pop Fade because I'm terrified. I'm going to pop my defensive too because I see that bolt coming my way. Dude, stop hitting me. Go in. Move in. Dude, that Fade was clutch. It pushed him all the way in. Or not Fade, Psychic Scream. Whoa! Hey, Easy as Bread, thank you for the support. Dang, 15 months, Easy as Bread. I appreciate you so much. How about this? Next time that you take damage in our D&D game, I'll heal you double. I'll just say, if the DM objects, I'll just say, too bad. Too bad. Hey, it'll be great to see you. Long time, Mr. Streams. Always cozy in here, especially on a Friday. Exactly. I think Friday streams are so chill. We usually have like some pretty chaotic groups on Fridays for some reason. I don't know why, it's just like a luck thing, but honestly, I always just have fun on Fridays. I feel like, I don't know, it's just nice to like kick back. And plus, the series is coming to an end, so I feel like less pressure, which is weird. Yeah, I'm just excited to stream. But it's nice to have you here, Tony. Good to see you. Hopefully you have some fun plans this weekend. My wife just finished. Like, not fully finished, like they still have some stuff left over. But her final day of her busy season was yesterday. Like, yesterday was the extended tax deadline. So she is excited because she has her first day off in a long, like literally in half a year today. So she's just chilling. And I had to get on to her because she, like, first thing in the morning, she went up and opened her work laptop. I was like, what are you doing? Like, you were off. Go chill. But yeah, so I'm excited to like be able to spend time with like a lot of time with my wife this weekend. Also, it's fall, so I'm gonna try to like maybe we'll go to the park or something. I don't know, but I'm just so excited. It's been a minute since we've had a weekend, just because of how busy season works. Dang, I used PI on the last pool. Honestly, I think it's still worth it. I really like this fight for us. Actually, we're gonna let that far one go, and I'll get these two. I'm going to dispel myself. Put wings on the mage because I saw that bolt cast hitting him. Gotta move in. Okay, we gotta stop these junk mail casts. Yeah, I'm a big like fall guy. I love fall. You guys probably know that. Like, I talk about it every time. But one of my favorite things from my childhood is that stupid, corny kids movie. I'm sure some of you watched it, but Halloween Town, not like the scary ones, but those like corny Disney ones. Me and my brother, we watched them growing up, and we loved them. And oh man, I thought someone got that near puddle. But I'm excited to like watch that at some point. Let's go in premonition. I always forget your next heal after premonition is instant. There's like some talent that does that. I need to remember that. But I'm excited to like at some point this week binge those movies. I might even like download them, and that way while I'm on the plane, like we have a big overnight flight, I might just watch the Halloween Town movies. I feel like that'd be a nice vibey flight, you know. Oh. Goodness. The downside to the fall is that I have fall allergies. I have fall and spring out. Ooh. We got a 3 stack and a 2 stack. I don't know why they would get that many this late into the fight, but they did. Just gonna. They probably were gonna come in anyways, but I just wanted to pull them in just to make sure, because that definitely would have killed me had I not gripped them. Or are we ignoring? We're ignoring. I just look like an idiot holding a suitcase. Or briefcase. Whatever it is. Okay, we're not ignoring. Noted. Ooh. Okay, we could have ignored. Goodness gracious. Got to do what the team does, though. I want to use one of my subclass abilities, but it's not useful until I die. Oh, okay. I'll let that happen. I can let you die. Easy as bread. No worries at all. You don't even ask me twice. It's done. It's a done deal. As a healer, every time I try to play DPS, I do tank damage. So definitely going to be interesting to see you. Oh, you're not going to see DPS be played well. I might like get good eventually, but yeah, you're going to see very poor damage at the start. So, but that's the thing is I think that's going to be it's going to be funny. Hopefully he's going to be comfortable enough with me to like know he can roast me and I'll be fine, you know. Um, the thing is I'm pretty sure he has played Holy Priest before, so I'm not really going to be able to like roast him fully. It would be so fun if he had never touched a healer before. That would be nice, because then I'd be able to just, like, go in on him. But, no, he's going to be roasting my, my DPS. I have a few funny things planned that I'm going to do, but nothing too much. I don't want to troll. I don't want to, like, I want to show, like, definitely not Vlad that, like, I'm very appreciative of him doing a series with me, so I'm not going to, like, troll him too hard. But I'll definitely do a little trolling for sure. It's on brand at this point. Especially after those 10 Arakaras. Yeah, I'm very excited to do that series. Also, Vlad seems super chill. Like my kind of person. He reminds me of our friend group. Like mine and Easiest Bread's like IRL friend group. He reminds me of like everyone in there combined. So I definitely think he's like my kind of person. Which makes it that much more exciting to do this. I always get so nervous healing prop paladins because I never truly know how okay they are, you know? Luckily on this spec, I just like refresh my 2 hots and then just like flash heal when it looks sus and then call it a day. That's the first time all season that I've clicked the password. Usually someone like either beats me to it or someone has like an auto click thing that does it for them. But this time it sat there long enough to let me click it. Goodness, man. Oh man, my extra action button is in a different spot on every character. Look, I could keybind the extra action button, but what's the fun in that? Oh, so funny thing happened at raid last night. We are currently progging Nexus King Saladar on Mythic, and oh god, and we have our main tank. Well, I guess like at this point there are two main tanks, but our main tank is going out of town next week. So we're prepping our warrior who used to tank. So he's like a good tank player, but he just hasn't tanked that fight. We're prepping him. We did most of our prog last night with our main tank who was here last night. But then we got our warrior in to tank for a few pulls to get him some reps before next week. And him and our main tank went down into another Discord channel so he could like kind of walk him through the steps and stuff. And so we did a couple pulls like that, but like a few pulls in, our raid leader was like, hey, anyone that can go tank spec, and just randomly taunt. And so it was just so funny hearing like all 18 of us in chat like just laughing about how we're just messing with him, like trying to learn tanking. Like it was very troll, but it was like it was so funny, like our raid leader letting us do that. I don't know, it was just a lot of fun. I wish that I would have recorded it, but I didn't. But oh my god, it was just so funny because we were trying to find ways to distract him because you know when you swap specs or when you swap roles, it announces your new role in chat. So like it announced that everyone had just swapped to tank. So we were trying to find ways to distract him. So I was like, so our raid leader Scott, every now and then he will stream in Discord like his screen, and he'll kind of walk us through the raid plan of like where to stand and stuff like that, or like what how to fix the mechanics. So I was suggesting that he does that, so that they would be paying attention to their other monitor. But no, what we ended up doing was everyone just spam pinged. So like 18 people were just spam pinging the map, and that way like all the so and so is now a tank was like hidden in chat. But it was just so funny, like. And honestly, that was one of our better pools. I hate to say it, but it was like such a good pool. I'm sure we were behind on damage, but like the boss was in the perfect spot every time because we had infinite tanks. But man, that fight is just absolute chaos. It's one of definitely in like the top 5 hardest raid bosses I've ever done. Ooh, frontal death. We do not need that. We still have to kill the mini boss before the last boss. So we don't have like infinite time here. Alright, let's go, team. Let's rebuff before I forget. H-Priest is the best healer for bars down, bars up gameplay. Bars down, bars up. Do you mean like not seeing your bars? I would say probably Mistweaver, personally. Nexus King Sound. Also, I got 2 hydrates. Goodness gracious. Also, Brother Bear, I need to figure out a way to redeem your points, but also you just have an IOU 10,000 points, so just know that. Am I supposed to be mind soothing? That sounds like something a priest does. He said use the priest. Hold on, I will drink my water as soon as I move past. Oh, are we doing the skip? I haven't done this since they buffed this guy's pool range or whatever they did. Okay, let me focus during this pool, and then I promise you I'll chug some water. How about that? I only have a limited amount of water prepped today. That's okay. If we run out of water, I'll just start a fire and let the sprinklers feed me. I don't know. We'll figure out a way. Gonna move in for this next mine just to keep it compact, which did not even happen. Just no one hit a mine, please. Sure, I'll PI now. That'll let us PI on the fight again, on the boss fight. Okay.
Excuse our intrusion, Sully. I hope we caught you at an inconvenient time.
Oh yeah. Nothing beats plain water. Just like raw water.
Hear me, Sully.
I tried to double hydrate there, but also
Only suffering.
trying to ration. My explanation was terrible. For healing with no prep, probably Holy Priest, yeah. Because literally your spells are called Heal, which, you know, anyone can tell does healing. And Flash Heal, which probably heals a little quicker, you know? So it's like very intuitive of what your spells do. So you can literally get super far by just healing and Flash Heal. I mean, shoot, that's kind of what I do, even though I'm not playing that build. Really. So since we're in Lust, our tank is trying to wait as long as possible to go through. Which it doesn't really matter until the walls spawn. So we only have square to go through. We should definitely, yeah, come over here. I'm gonna go on Apotheosis just to keep things from getting weird. Also, don't have a kick, so I really just need the party to come in clutch here with stops. I hope they don't game it too much, but these guys do give the vibe that they're gonna try to like game the kicks, you know, like let them go as long as possible, which is nice, but like not necessary at all. Okay, I'm gonna premonition. Okay, we should probably just go to. Okay, they're doing the long thing. I'm just gonna. I'll go the very lazy way. I'm already punished for it. That's okay. Yikes, we went way late there. That scared me. Okay, where are we going? Circle? Like I said, this will be the easiest key we do all day. I would even argue that this is an easier dungeon than Gambit. Call me crazy, but it's my honest opinion. Probably just race it at this point, right? I didn't win the race. Please live, team. I have no mobility. Okay. Shout out to the squad there. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we got 0 IO overall on the Priest because this key was not better than my Disc Priest key. But we did gain some Holy Priest IO. I'll have to check that. Ooh, and we get a Ring of Panoply, or however you say that. Whew. Probably not going to equip it yet, but I will. I'm sure that's an upgrade for this character for some reason. Like I said, he was trying a new route. I feel like that was an old route. I don't know if you can skip that guy anymore. Let's exchange our keystones. We don't want an Ecodome. Yeah, they're saying they changed it from Shadowlands. That's an old route for sure. Let's delete this toy. And we get a streets. Okay. So now we need, what do we need? We need Arakara, Gambit, and Priory. Arakara, Gambit, and Priory. So let's Gambit filter that out. Priory, Arakara, and then I'll give Raider IO a moment to update, and then I'll check to see how the Holy Priest is doing. Yo, what's up, Peter? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Hopefully everyone has some fun plans this weekend. If not, like crazy, flashy plans like going here, going there. Hopefully you guys just have like a nice leisure time set aside this weekend to maybe do some Legion remix, you know, get some work done around the house, just kick your feet up, watch a scary movie. Really enjoy October. I feel like this is easily the best month of the year. It could be a little colder. Maybe it's just where I live, but it's still very like hot. It's still like can't decide if it's summer or fall yet, kind of. So it's like going in and out of fall weather. But hopefully, where you're at, you guys kind of get the good fall weather. Let's get up to 12 Priory. Oh man. Okay. I think Raider IO. Surely it's updated by now, right? Let's see. So we were at 2795. It still has not updated. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, actually, hold on. It's updated down here, but not up there. So, uh, oh no, it's still showing we've only done a 10. We just gotta wait a bit to see how much IO we need. But we know we still need more, so we're just still gonna keep queuing up. We need to look for 13 so that we can look for like 12s. We're gonna try to do like a 13 or 14 Gambit even, and then a 12 Priory and Arakara. But I know a lot of people have been saying that I need to look for 13 Priories. The truth is, just like there are much less 13 Priories listed than other dungeons. Can also look to get this Arakara out of the way. Just queuing up for these keys that are upgrades. I could queue up for this 12 Gambit, but like I said, that one we can do. We know we can do at a much higher level, so not even going to queue up to it. But yeah, you still see here, I am not Prayer of Mending enough at all. And even that being said, like it still does so much healing. So if I like train myself to really press Prayer of Mending on cooldown, this will be so much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse my Prayer of Mending thing, Weak Aura. So I used to have one that was like a giant one that I used like this. So now I'm going to duplicate this, pull it out of that group. Where is it? And we're going to rename it Palm. Let's change the trigger to Prayer of Mending. So this way my eyes can't miss Prayer of Mending. They will see how important it is to press. And we're going to change load to Holy Priest. I guess we could change it to not talent, hero talent. Whenever I play Oracle, I want this to show. What else is there? Let's change the border color to white so it doesn't hurt my eyes. Border color white. There we go. Okay. Now our brain can't miss it. Now my brain has no excuses. Prayer of Mending is the most important thing. Also, I started playing Legion Remix the other day, and actually I'm having fun. So maybe after we finish this series, I can do some remixing. Because I do want to make like an overall like Mistweaver guide for Legion Remix, like talking about like what talents to take as you level, you know, everything, even the in-game playstyle, how to upgrade your Shaylun and stuff. So I definitely want to make that, but first I want to have leveled a character so I know what I'm talking about, you know.
I have many wares.
All right, so we have a tank. We're going to Arakara. Let's go and port there. Using your port to get to Arakara is always so scary because it's like very hit or miss if you're going to time it. Finally pushing for 3K for the first time ever. Playing Resto Shami, have time 212s. It's been an eventful time. Yeah, you know it sucks so toxic because you chose a very rough time to push, but I'm proud of you. I am very proud of you. That's awesome. I think the only thing holding people back from pushing 3K is themselves. Like anyone can do it. It's just a matter of like believing that you can, you know, and like putting in the effort, learning that failing is okay. It's 100% okay to fail keys. Like you learn when you fail. But yeah, you chose you chose an eventful time. The player base is very like, how do I say this? Like slim right now in terms of competent players still playing. But that is amazing. I think Resto Shaman has a really good utility kit for this season too. Resto Shaman has a talent that I always bring up because it's super good this season, called like Second Wins or Seasoned Wins or something, um, where when you kick a spell, you gain mitigation to that spell school. So like in Priory, I know Priory is a very difficult dungeon, but if you kick a holy bolt or like some kind of holy smite or some kind of holy cast, you'll then gain 15% holy mitigation for I forget how long, but and if you're kicking every holy cast, you just maintain. I think it stacks up to twice, so you can gain 30% mitigation for free, and that works against like most of the damage. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. When your tank named Holy Paladin says, he said, Jesus, I don't know how to play this retail more. I'm a Legion Remix player right now. That's not a good sign, man. That is not a good sign. Oh, God. Oh, God. So now we know. Doing this shit only for one vault. Yikes. Yeah, of course, Junkie. Of course. Dude, that is not a good sign at all. Especially because, like, I was already worried that his name was Holy Paladin and he's tanking. Then he says he doesn't remember how to play retail and that he's been playing Legion Remix. And what's even scarier about your tank saying that they're a Legion player now or a Legion Remix player now is that in Legion Remix, tanks just go crazy. So he's probably going to pull all the way to the spider. Like, please stop. Please, I am but the holy priest.
Empower.
Okay, we're doing our little wings premonition trick where we put wings on ourselves so we take a lot more healing. And then I premonition of healing myself so that all of my overhealing just gets spilled out into everyone else's health bar. And then I just spammed heals into myself. And just let the premonition do its thing. Let's see how much healing that premonition did there, though. We also don't have a poisonous spell. I think, actually, paladins can poison a spell, right? Yeah, premonition of piety just popped off there. That combo is actually filthy. That's like my favorite reason for going Oracle. Because it's like you have a crazy strong cooldown on that premonition. Let's go on premonition of shielding. Just shield one of these people. I'm saving my fade for if I get 2 stacks of the poison. Okay, or if I butt pull. Whew, goodness. No time to even stop and think. Dude, these pools are crazy when you can't poison a spell. But yeah, this is another reason why Holy or Resto Shaman is so good. Because Resto Shamans have Poison Cleansing Totem, which really helps on pulls like this. Like if I drop Poison Cleansing Totem, all of these poisons are gone, and now I just get to sit there and do damage. But, you know, no Shaman means no Poison Cleansing. Okay, I am going to tap my food here if I get a chance. I'm going to hang back, so maybe I don't enter combat with those guys. I do. And they do double poison bolt me.
Empower.
Sure. Take the PI. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can send my little Shadow Fiend guy. He does give me some mana return. I'm also going to shoot Halo. I feel like it does pretty good damage. Maybe. I don't even know. So I'm premonition. Since it's the everything premonition, the clairvoyance one, we're also doing the healing trick into this guy. Put our wings on him. Pop premonition of piety. Blast heals. Ah, man, these ads came out last second. It's really bad. I really want to drink from mana here. Had to go a little buck wild on that first pool. Okay. We're sipping. Mark said, I just said bless you to my screen. You know what? I appreciate you, Mark. I can just imagine you just like sitting there. You're probably playing your game on one monitor, have me open on the other, and you just say, bless you. It's even funnier thinking that like you're in a Discord call with like maybe your guild or something, and you just randomly say bless you and like no one sneezed, and they're like, what? Or you're like maybe at work, in your cubicle, and you just randomly say bless you. That's so funny. But also, Jay Luna, it's so good to see you. How's going the Holy Priest? It's actually going pretty well. Not gonna lie. Okay, that Resonating Barrage needs to go. But the best thing about swapping from Disc to Holy, is that I have a stun. I can actually do a stun on these attendants and stop their barrages, which we lost so many runs on the Disc Priest to those barrages clobbering us. Like, just full channel barrages, just blasting after my, like, cooldowns end and stuff. So having another tool to deal with those guys from afar is just fantastic. Because Chastise does stun. Whew. One of the 12s I tuned was Aura, and I forgot Poisoning Totem, but still timed it with about 2 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, Poisoning Totem isn't necessary. Should I just take the time now to say stand between? I can't. I can't. We need everyone on the same page here. Yeah, like, you don't need Poison Cleansing Totem, but man, it makes your life so much easier. So much easier. Okay, I have Premonition of Healing. Can't stand in the boss's hitbox. Let's fear these guys away just to create a little bit of separation. Please, everyone, just do the mechanic right. Even if we don't do the mechanic right, please just everyone kill these ads fast enough. So far, it's looking like I don't think everyone knows the thing that we're doing. So it's kind of sketching me out a bit. We have our Premonition of Shielding. I'm just going to slam the tank with a massive shield. Can I go ahead and Halo? Halo plus double Sanctify. I'm just going to Chastise the closest one and slam damage on him because I just want these guys dead. It's like the only way we wipe on this boss is either that or if I just don't heal a Shrill, basically. But now, boss is basically dead. Very nice. Okay. Whew. Like, almost the biggest hurdle. Unless this tank just goes crazy and pulls, like, you know, multiple big scary packs together. That's, like, our biggest hurdle right there. So, 0 deaths still. I mean, it's just a 12, but, like, y'all saw, as a priest, these 12s are sketchy in Arakara. You just do not have a good toolkit for this dungeon. Like, at all. Definitely going to PI the Warlock here. I feel like that's a great PI on this pool. Let's go and fear those guys in. Whoa. Marie. What's good, Marie? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. 3 months now. So much support. Whoa. Almost let the Warlock die. But thank you so much, Marie. You have no idea how much every little bit of support adds up and just lets me do what I do. And do what has been my dream since I was a kid. So I appreciate it so much. I can't even say it enough. But just know it. Renting Volley, I don't have a stop for. I need to spam smites and my damage spells to try to get my stun back. But so far, having this giant weak aura hasn't even helped me a bit. I haven't even looked at it once, if I'm being honest. Okay, now I've looked at it technically twice. Just gonna go ahead and stun that. Alright, we have an all premonition. So we're going to do our wings trick. I'm going to do it on myself, I guess, here. I'm going to wait until this blood guard starts his channel. Let's go and put wings on myself, pop premonition. Slam the spot healing into myself. You just see how much AoE healing we're doing from this. It's crazy. Dude, that is an insane heal. Especially if we paired that with Apotheosis, that would go nuts, dude. Fire Cowboy! How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Oh, you're playing Holy Priest tonight? I am. This is the final healer. And honestly, it could literally happen in like the next 2 keys. To be honest. Hey Ninja, hello. How is it going? How's the series so far going? It's going well. It's coming to a close though. We are on the final healer, the Holy Priest. And yeah, honestly, the Disc Priest and the Evoker took much longer than I thought they would. So we did lag behind a bit for a while, because Vlad had even asked me, like, when do I think I'm going to be done with this series? And I told him, oh, last Wednesday. It's literally this Friday today, so I'll stun that. So yeah, I was way off there. Okay, I now have my actual stun ready, so ready to send it on the next one. But yeah, so it definitely slowed down a bit, but now we're picking back up the pace. Holy Priest is much better than I thought it would be. It even has a little bit of utility in a single target stun that we are just like fully abusing. After playing Disc Priest with actual no utility in the CC department, it's just so nice to actually be playing a CC. A character with like even a little bit of CC, so we can actually help. I need to spam smite to get my stun back. Yikes. Tank death. How? How did the tank die? What the heck? Yeah, we're fine. We're still very good on time. Whew. No problem. We can't wait for the collab stream. I can't wait either. I'll be honest. I think the channel, like the average viewer, is kind of tired of the series, and I get it. The series goes on so long. So I don't know. It'd be nice, like 10 years in the future when I'm able to get an editor. It'd be nice to just be able to play the game and like let the editing be done in the background, so the series lasts a lot shorter. But for now, we're kind of just gaming during the week, editing all weekend. That's kind of been my routine for actual going on 3 or 4 months now. I have my stun ready. Sure, take the PI. Just go and stun the high health one just to get some damage off. Because our stun is like our best damage source too. Which is a really cool class design, in my opinion. But also, we are in a level 1 hype train. Marie and Fire Cowboy at the helm. I can just picture Marie and Fire Cowboy just like driving a plane. Marie's like shoveling coal into the furnace while Fire Cowboy is just like watching. I don't even know what train. Don't trains just push themselves? Like how does someone drive a train? Maybe Fire Cowboy and Marie can tell us, since they are leading this hype train. What's up, Gleno? Gleno Rice? Gleno. What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. Oh, it's Glenn Royce. I totally missed that R. Gleno Rice? What am I doing? What's up, Glenn? Okay, another Blood Guard pool. I have like everything, though. I'm just gonna cool down premonition, spam these around. I'm even gonna pop Apotheosis here and see if we can get some damage off. I don't have like my full damage build kind of set up. There's this talent where the spells that shave off time of your holy words, you can make them like shave off even more time. I'm not talented into that, which is how you really abuse your Apotheosis, because then you can literally holy fire, smite, smite, holy fire, smite, smite, or like holy fire, chastise, holy fire, chastise. Or you can do something crazy. I forget like the exact thing, but it's basically like you have to do like 2 less things to get your chastise back, which is really good, and I definitely should be running that, but I just keep forgetting to swap. I'm going to put down my Shadow Fiend. Get my dot on the ad. I'm going to stun the ad here. No, I'm not, because it's about to die. Hey, Wombo's like, hey, do you guys need help driving this train? Thank you for the Prime sub, Wombo. It's very good to see you. Happy Friday. Hopefully your day is going well and your weekend will go even better. Funny thing about my football team that I kind of root for is Auburn, because that's where me and my wife met at college. And this season's just been a travesty for us. But we are playing against one of my guildie's teams, like one of his team, the team that he went to college at, I guess. And he just typed in our guild Discord a moment ago saying like, it's LB Ninja hate week. Auburn sucks. Like, just trying to get the guild to turn against me. So maybe I can turn the guild against his team. Maybe I could weaponize you guys against him. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Unless... Okay, we did have someone die to the frontal. That's pretty unfortunate, but also we are getting overrun by ads, so definitely need to be slamming this damage. I could pop Apotheosis just to get quicker stuns, but we were able to kill the ad, so we're good. American football or European? It's American football. Love the mending week, Aura. I need something like that. Dude, I've had to do this for a couple of the healers. It's all the healers that, like, I'm less comfortable with, so... oh, man. And it's only, like, super important spells that I would forget about. So, on the Resto Shaman, I would always forget... Whew. I would always forget Unleash Life, and it's so important to keep that spell on cooldown. So I made this giant weak aura for Unleash Life. And it worked so well. I'm actually like keeping up with Unleash Life that I was like, you know what? Let me try this on other healers. So like last season, I did this weak aura thing for Holy Priest for Prayer of Mending because I had never played a Prayer of Mending build for Holy Priest before, like, a few seasons back whenever I did the series for the first time. And it helped me play Holy Priest. So then on my Evoker, I noticed I just was not pressing Zephyr enough. And like we would barely fail these big heal checks because... it just felt like we were missing something. And I was like, wait, I didn't press Zephyr, like, once this dungeon. So I even used this weak aura system for Zephyr. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. But hey, now our tank is turbo healthy. We're going to use him to do some AoE healing. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing wrong with doing this, especially when you first are learning a spec. Just make the important stuff big. Like, you don't want to miss it if it's that important, And then, like, as you gain more comfort with it, like, if I were to play Holy Priest all season, I'd use this weak aura for probably, like, a month. And then I'd, disable it and start using my normal one. But it is going to help. Hopefully you'll see at the end of this key, our... Prayer of Mending Healing will go up a lot from last key. At least that's the hope. So I'm actually pressing the button. Whew. I fell down a step. It scared me. I had to make a noise to survive. It helped, though. Yeah, premonition of shielding. I'm gonna put it on the tank. It's going to dispel the tank. Got 10 minutes. We've definitely seen that there are ways to fail from here, from this position. Gotta keep playing clean. Alright, Mr. Holy Paladin. Oh boy. I have premonition of everything. I'm down my wings though. I think I'm gonna hold off a bit. I will definitely PI this pool though. Maybe I don't even need a premonition, but you know what? I'd rather use it and regret it, or use it and have not needed it than not use it and regret it. I'd rather use it and regret it. Oh my goodness. Can't speak. Okay. 8.5 minutes. We are fine, but we've literally been to this final boss with 9 minutes before and somehow failed the key. So, just focus up. We got this. Everyone just be smart, please. I have Fade to remove snares. I have Psychic Scream. We're fine. I have cooldown premonition ready. I'm going to save my next Prayer of Mending. Also just going to tag these guys. I should probably let them run in a little bit more. Cooldown premonitions. Need to move in a bit to heal this warlock. There we go. I was contemplating, do I grip the tank, but he's a prop paladin. I figured he'd be fine. I'm gonna pop Fade here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop Apotheosis because our tank was kind of scaring me. Sure, take a PI. Oh, I had to wings myself, and I think I got lay on hands, but that poison line was coming straight at me. But I only had one way available to break a root, so I just had to face tank it and pray. But I had every defensive popped, and I got lay on hands. I'm pretty sure I probably just got Word of Glory by the tank, but he did throw a heal my way. Definitely do think it mattered. We also do have many B-reses, but like I really just want to make sure the tank lives. Like I'm okay if I die because I can get B-resed. But if the tank dies, then, you know, odds are like, or chances are the warlock could follow quickly soon after, then we'd just be screwed, you know. So goal number one is just make sure tank is living. Oh no. Okay, let's go in Halo. That should break all these blood workers. I'm gonna go ahead and divine him because the mage is out of my range and I'm scared. I'm gonna pop Fade. Don't know how he died. But we do have a B-res on him, so we're good. Let's go on Premonition. PI. I'm getting destroyed over here by these Black Bloods, and we do it. Oh my goodness. I didn't even want to look at the boss's health. I love how we still got some IO. It literally took 10 Arakaras on the Disc Priest, and we still just beat it first try on the Holy Priest. That's insanity. We get a one hand. I'm not even going to look at it. Get me out of here. Never coming back to this dungeon until we do some pushing on the Mistweaver. But oh my goodness, man. But the rules as European, the rules are strange. Yeah, it is a weird sport for sure. Oh my goodness. How many years do you do that so far? Do you do what? I'm curious what I was referring to back then. How many years do I do that so far? Do you mean the series? This is like I've done the series twice now, but I've done it without making it into a series once now. So 3 seasons in a row. Well, actually, 3 out of the last 4 seasons I've done it. But I've only made it into a series now twice, and I'll probably not make it into a YouTube series in the same way in the future. It might not be like a 10-part series. It'll be like a daily recap instead of a weekly recap kind of thing. Okay. Arakara is out of the way. Now's a perfect time to let Raider IO update so we can see what our path to 3K looks like. Okay, so it's still not fully updated, but we can actually do some math here. So y'all saw that I got 4 IO there, so what we can do is we can look at our Arakara on our Disc Priest, 367, and say, okay, we got 371 for the Holy Priest, and do the math here. So about 48 over 48 plus this is about 2903. 2903. So we will need to go through and do these two at like 12. 12 would get us about 50 IO, which would be perfect. So if we do a Priory 12, Solia's Gambit 12, we should be there, but like we could do one of these 13 if we wanted to. But just making sure we're on pace. Let's hunt down that Priory. I couldn't have. I was going to say I should have traded in my key, but I would not have been able to. Let's go and filter out this cursed dungeon. And let's finish this freaking series, man. 13 Gambit. Put me in, coach. 13 Priory. Y'all said y'all wanted me to do this from now on. Sure. Whew. What's up, Rice Bar? Oh, man. What is everyone working on? Like, I know a lot of you guys are still playing this game, so I'm curious what y'all's personal objectives are right now. Are you all pushing IO on actual retail? Are you all playing Legion Remix? And, like, what characters are you leveling? What's everyone working on currently? So I know there's just so much to do right now that it's kind of like you're kind of being pulled so many different ways. So I'm curious about y'all's, like, personal objectives. Okay, we were declined from this 13. Okay, because they took a Resto Shaman. Can't blame ya. Now we wait. Dang, I didn't even do consumables those last 2 dungeons. Oh, also, I'm going to look at my Prayer of Mending Healing. So it was 9.7% of this key's healing. What about last keys? Did it help at all? What the heck? Oh yeah, we used it a little bit. I mean, it wasn't like too much more, but also you have to factor in the prompt prognosis because that also comes from pressing Prayer of Mending. So yeah, it's helping for sure. Alright, where are these keys? I don't want to do a 12 Gambit. I feel like 13 Gambit at least, right? Gambit's just so easy. Very curious why none of these 13s are taking me when most of the dungeons I've literally timed on a 13. That's not true, I guess. Well, the Gambits I have. Like, I've literally timed this key, and this person's still not taking me. It's probably AFK, though. He hasn't even taken a DPS. Oh, man, dude. This could all end in the next 2 dungeons. It's almost over. Also have a bunch of Discord notifications. All right. So, me and my wife and her family are going to chill at a place in Italy soon. And I was curious, I'm not going to be able to stream for a week, or I'm at least not going to be able to stream WoW. But would any of you guys be interested in me streaming just for like maybe like literally just an hour or two? Just sitting there with like a beautiful background, just like chatting, like while I'm in Italy. We would be at like Lake Como, so it's just like a beautiful nature spot. But would anyone be interested in that? Because I would if you guys would want to hang out and just like see the scenery and stuff at least. But if not, I totally get it. Dang, dude. Where are the keys? Everyone get off Legion Remix. I'm trying to finish my series, man. Come on. I guess we could spend some Valor Stones in the meantime. There's the 13 Gambit. They do need a Lust, though, so they might not take me.
There is much to be done.
Alright. I'm also 715. I feel like they should be swiping me up, man. Sorry, LB. I missed what you said earlier. What did you think of my stance idea? Oh, I didn't even see it. I must have missed that. I must have been busy, like, healing stuff. Let's see. Okay. Basically, you know WotC and WTS in Midnight. Oh, Way of the Serpent, Way of the Crane. Yeah. Sorry. WotC stands for Wizards of the Coast, and that's how people pronounce it. So that's what I thought you were referring to. But okay. Way of the Crane, Way of the Serpent. Make them stances, and if you're Way of the Crane, you get Rising Sunkick and Shaylin's Gift, and if you're Way of the Serpent, you get Rushing Windkick and Vivify. I mean, I don't like hate it. I do just think that that's like overcomplicating what they're already implementing. You know what I mean? Where I do think there should be a stance healer. In fact, that's a video that I have planned soon, where I want to make a video kind of talking about what if the new Demon Hunter spec was a healer, like how would I make it, kind of thing. And I was gonna make it a stance healer. Spoiler alert. But like, I see what you mean. But I'm not sure. Not sure. I feel like that would just like taking away buttons would kind of make people upset, like while you're in certain stances. And I mean, it would be cool to like kind of adapt to whatever boss is coming up. Like, should I be in ranged or melee for this boss, kind of thing. And like, but that is kind of, I don't know. I feel like there'd be so much unnecessary optimization. At that point, it would be like cat weaving, basically. You know. I feel like you could design it better, but I don't think like splitting Vivify and Shayloons is the play there. I feel like either, you know, when you're in your Way of the Crane, you gain Rising Sun Kick and Jadefire Teachings, and then when you're out of it, you gain Tear of Morning and Rushing Wind Kick. You know, that could be cool, right? But I don't think like splitting up Vivify and Shaylin's in that way, because then if you're fist waving, you wouldn't like, what does Shaylin's gift have to do with that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like that would. I like where it's at, but I do think it would need more looking at. You know what I mean? I said you know what I mean about 20 times there. So Rice Bar would like a little chat stream. I might do it. I mean, look, even if like 10 people tune in, I feel like it'd be fun to just like chat and like show how pretty Italy is. And I don't know. It would just be for an hour because I'd be on my vacation, but it would be nice. I'll be missing streaming. I'll be missing you guys. Take chat to Italy. I mean, the thing is, like, we're not going to like Italy. You know, we're going to like a lake in Italy, right? So it's different, but it's same but different, right? But yeah, I'll consider it. If enough people want me to, I'll definitely do it. I would love to do it. EOK said, I live in Italy, but way far from where you'll be. We went to, so where we got married was Positano. I think that's how you say it. But that's where we got married, and we loved it. Like, loved it. So now we're, like, looking for any reason to go back. Just went, not Lake Garda. No, not that one. And it's weird. I was just scrolling on Twitch homepage and I saw Nagura on the Just Chatting the other day, and she was at the place I'm gonna be at. So I was like, whoa, that's so weird. Like I could have bumped into Nagura while she's streaming and be like, wait, you play WoW? I also stream WoW. You know, like that would have been so cool. She would have been like, who are you? Like, get away from me. But pretty close to you? Dang, dude, you live in the best spot. Best spot. I mean, I don't know that truly, but I'm jealous of where you live. It was like breathtaking. Absolutely unreal. That's why I think it would be fun to stream a little bit like IRL. The thing is, I would probably stream from my phone, and it would be weird streaming from my phone. The funny thing is, my brother-in-law is a videographer, so I'm sure he would know ways to stream better than me just holding my phone like this the whole time, you know? So, I don't know. But I also want to record a video with a pretty backdrop and just like me talking about Midnight and some healers and stuff. You know, some fun stuff like that. So, that being said, I mean this. If you guys have any videos where I can just sit down and chat and maybe throw up like a picture or two or like some text that I can just screenshot on my phone and edit into the video or something. If y'all know of like topics you want me to talk about, send them to me on Discord or post in the video suggestion thing. Because like I said, I'm going to be overseas. I will not have my computer, but I do want to record some videos because I think that sounds fun. Is like, you know, I can record 1,000 videos of me sitting in front of my desk, but I'll only have this 1 week to record a video with this beautiful background. So I want to do it, you know, just to do it and just to do something different. So if y'all think of anything, 100% just drop it in that channel, and I'll definitely give it a strong consideration, or I might even build off of it. But no, not that lake, not that lake. All right, we're back in Priory. It's been weeks since we've been here. Oh man. Yeah, we went to like we kind of did our wedding and our honeymoon all at once. We got married in Positano, and we spent like 5 days there, I think. And we went to before that we went to Naples, Rome. I think just Naples and Rome for like a day or two each. Yeah, me and my wife are very much in the whole like every spare penny we have we spend on traveling, and we're in that phase of life, you know. So we don't really get to do it often because, you know, your boy streams WoW, but when we do, we try to like, you know, go to the places we want, and Italy was calling us back. But also we plan on, we're going to go to Switzerland for a little bit and then take a train ride to Italy. Apparently there's this like really beautiful train, like it's a scenic route where like you go through the mountains and it's beautiful. Now look, I'm deathly afraid of heights and ledges. I am terrified of them. don't know how to explain it because it's not. I'm not afraid of like flying or like certain heights or like roller coasters, but I'm terrified of heights and ledges. I can't explain it. So the thought of like being on the side of a mountain on a train makes me want to poop right now. Okay, just putting it out there. It scares the living snow out of me. But I just said snow because I read this monk's name. By the way, I was gonna say living stew out of me, but I read snow. But yeah, the thought of that terrifies me. Right, but it's gonna be so pretty that I think I'll be okay. Yeah. So I could even stream the train ride, but the thing is, we're gonna probably be all cramped because we had to get like the, the cheapo tickets, just sit next to strangers and stuff. But also, I don't want to be like talking to chat and stuff on a train. I don't know. That to me sounds a little cringe. So I might just take some pictures, put them in a video, like have a little story time where like I'm doing a dungeon, but I just post pictures in the dungeon. Just be like, hey, this was my trip. Look how pretty. We'll see. Let's do this, man. We're in Priory. Enough yapping. Let's take a sip. We've got a Brewmaster Monk. One thing you have to be careful about with Brewmaster Monks is some packs they don't fully grab aggro on. Like, they don't generate a lot of threat with, like, their first global sometimes. Unless they, like, keg smash every mob, but, like, some of the mobs, like, he just only got, like, a spinning crane kick off or something. Okay, I'm gonna have to LOS this. One pop fade. I'm gonna go ahead and spread some prayer of healings. Watching the knight and the guards cast bars. There's thunderclap. Now I'm watching the knight. Gonna LOS that. Pop premonition of healing. Put wings on my tank, and now I'm just spamming into the tank because we do not want our tank to die here. Pop defensive and fade. LOS that nasty overlap of both of those. And we're gaming.
Shame, ma'am. Your training grounds fall to the intruders.
What do I have here? Premonition of shielding. I'm going to put it on the warrior. Stun this priest. There are so many casters here, and I'm just but a priest. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Ow. Just going to go on him. I'm probably going to die to this next smite. Let's go in Apotheosis. Whew. God, that pack is terrifying. I had to like use all of my cooldowns there though. I used Divine Hymn into Apotheosis. That's crazy. I'm also completely out of mana. Whew. Gumshoe. Gumshoe, I saw that chat, but I was mid-sentence when I saw it. But it's hanging pretty good, man. I don't know how to fully respond to that question, but it's going well. How about that? But I'm glad to see you, Gumshoe. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully you're having a good Friday. We are blasting on the Holy Priest. Honestly, it is going swimmingly compared to the other healers. And our tank is going left, which is really good for us because we are a priest. I'm also a holy priest, so I do a ton of HPS, so I'm not really afraid of the Holy Radiance big damage moment, you know. Just gonna go and put wings on myself. Let's pop Premonition of Healing. Just to really destroy this pack. So far, this tank is doing a very good job. He's making it extremely easy to heal him. Just keep an eye on this this knight. I'm gonna have to defensive that. Yikes. Let's fear those because I don't want to get double shot while I have the bleed on me right before the shout comes out. That sounds like a nightmare. Let's go and Halo. Let's just blast this knight down. Not gonna PI yet. I'm kind of afraid to PI on this next pool because I don't want anyone to like accidentally execute themselves, you know? Prayer of Mending is going well. Definitely going well. I actually do like this build a lot. I thought I would kind of miss Archon, but this build is actually really, like, I knew it would be better, but it's like a lot more simple than I thought it would be. I'm LOSing from that one hunter that I had aggro on. So I like that we're splitting this pack into 2 pools. We're very good on time because we have 0 deaths. So I like this route. We do have this sharpshooter over here that I should probably start focusing on. Let's see how much of his health percent I can do. So Prez / Disc are the hardest pug healers for KSL. Honestly, I didn't think it would be the case, but I would say so. I definitely would say Disc is, for sure. It is, like, very brutal to pug. And I'll definitely be making a wrap-up video, Vag. Like, I definitely want to make a video kind of giving my closing thoughts on this series, so I'll kind of talk through all 7 healers, what I thought of them, why I think some of them went wrong, why I think some of them went well, you know, and talk about, like, and then I'll probably do, like, a pug healer tier list video at the end of this. But yeah, I definitely think Disc Priest is, in my opinion, the worst to pug with currently. People just padded damage so much. I hate that. So this is a great example of why this DPS group did very poorly here. Look, the guy did 24 million DPS, right? That's great, right? No, it's not. Because you're killing all the little ads that we can funnel damage off of into Amy, and now we're stuck here longer. So, yes, they did more damage, but we're gonna be here longer, you know? So, it's an example of why on these pools I always just do pure single target damage, because I want these little ads to stay alive as long as possible so that my DPS can truly funnel. Now, does this DPS comp have funnel damage? Does Survival Hunter or Ret or whatever warrior do funnel? I have no idea, but surely they have some mechanic that'll help them funnel, you know? Ooh, this is a pretty scary pool, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go on Premonition, or Apotheosis. Just gonna fear that heal. I'm getting Cassidon. Yeah, it's kind of a sign of a, you know, like a mid-tier DPS player, right? When they just go for max DPS, like overall DPS instead of like efficient DPS, you know? I think as a healer, understanding funnel damage and your DPS's damage profiles, you become just a better player. So that's why I'm excited to play Frost Death Knight soon, with Definitely Not Vlad, and learn more about being a DPS player. That way it'll make me a better healer too. I got the second phase of the last boss in a 15. Hold that thought. Got to the second phase of the last boss in a 15 and a wipe disband earlier. So close and frustrating. I hate that. The amount of 17 priories that we failed on like this second half of the dungeon was unreal last season. It was just so frustrating. So I feel you there. Let's go and get some. Let's make sure we're staying on top of these prayer of mendings for once this big overlap hits. So once the spear hits, there's a moment where we're going to have that spear overlap with Elena's Holy Radiance, and we definitely just want to be ready for that. So we're saving our premonition of healing. Oh, I'm targeting the wrong thing. Oops. Let's go on PI. Gonna hit the paladin. Just make sure our tank's healthy. Dispel as soon as possible. Okay, yeah, that was the nasty overlap that I was talking about, where you get both those mechanics at the same time. But yeah, that's always so frustrating when you make it late into a dungeon and then it fails. It's like gotta be one of the worst feelings. Here comes Holy Radiance. I'm just gonna Divine Him here. Probably bad to Divine Him here because now I won't have it for the whole Holy Paladin room. But you know what? As my great-grandmother always said, YOLO. I'll never forget those wise words. Do I top up my mana here? Yes. Let's just go and do it. He said he's going to do it on 2 pulls, which is very nice. Press Prayer of Mending on cooldown no matter what. I'm trying to. I really am trying to. Like here we have almost everyone blanketed, so I want to put it on the tank so that everyone has one on them. He said he'd do it in 2 pulls. And okay, yeah, he only pulled these guys. But yeah, that's why I have this gigantic weak work. So I'm definitely trying to train myself to do that because I haven't really played Holy Priest too much when they've been a Prayer of Mending build. Like most of the seasons that I do play Holy Priest, it's that they're like their other build, you know. Like every time I tune into Holy Priest World, it's just it's a different than Prayer of Mending. So I don't have too many reps in my lifetime of Holy Priest on Prayer. I totally butchered that, but hopefully that made sense to someone at least. And then if it made sense to you, maybe you can explain it to me because it did not make sense. Let's PI the Rep Paladin. I feel like they do very good AoE. Aren't warriors still target capped? Got some bolts headed the warrior's way. Just gonna keep some heals going his way too. Let's go ahead and fear that cast. Let's stun. Let's get a halo out. Whew. Okay. Okay, I just used my defensive there. Okay, I used my wings plus apotheosis. Wings did not pop on me there, so it's only a minute cooldown, which is very nice. Oof. Okay, it looks like these bolts are starting to overrun us with these sacred tools, yeah. Just got too much to heal. Could have committed Divine Hymn there for sure. Okay, that's fine though. Live. Alright, we're good. We're good. Tank said 100% my fault there. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think we have... I definitely think there are comps that exist that could have handled that, like, so fine. but I don't think this comp has this stops. Like if it were like one of the tanks that have an AoE stop, like a prot warrior or a demon hunter tank or a prot paladin, they could have been a lot better there. But also me not having a kick, like there were just way too many stops happening. Yeah, you get a prayer of mending. You get a prayer of mending. Everyone gets a prayer of mending, for sure. Let's go ahead and premonition of shielding the warrior. Okay, the paladin said he's gonna solo the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop Fade for this. Go and pop Fade. Let's have Halo going out. Gotta heal through it. There we go. Now we don't have that nasty dot to worry about. So I don't want to commit a cooldown there. That's why I sent Halo, just to kind of help with the healing. I think Holy Paladin, Holy Priest is rough. When you get into the groove of the rotation, it's quite hypnotic to keep healing. Yeah, 100%. Hypnotic's the perfect word. You kind of get into like a rhythm, like a groove of your... Oh god, I am slowed. Okay, so good thing... Oh, I got Paladin slow removed, which is very nice. But I popped Fade there because it removes all snares, which I think includes slows, right? Okay, so here I'll have Divine Hymn going. Oh, he's just saying ignore it. My bad. We were fine. Okay, we smashed that, dude. We absolutely smashed that. With the 4-piece, it's a huge heal, so it's a heal first. I barely pay attention to who has mending already. So you're just saying, like, even if someone has, like, 14 stacks of mending, just send it on them? I mean, yeah, I guess it is a nice little shock heal, too. But I do try to get, like, as much value as possible, so... I will be sending it, like, on cooldown as long as I'm remembering to do so. But I also do want to try to get some value out of that heal, too. And, like, making sure that the whole hot will get applied. Trying to just min-max it, but maybe that's where I'm going wrong. But honestly, we've been smashing these keys. So... maybe it's just so strong that there is no wrong way to use it. Ooh, that sounds right, right? It's gotta be it. Okay, we have our all premonition, which is fantastic for upstairs because I can shield... I can use the shield stack on the person that gets purified and then use the healing bonus to heal through the sacred tools. So this is the perfect... clairvoyance is perfect to have lined up for this pool right here. So I'm going to wait until this light spawn picks its target. Okay, he feigned it, so I'll wait till the next one. Actually, screw it, we're sending it. So I'll get shielded. Let's go ahead and wings the hunter and spam healing into him. I probably should have wings the tank and done this on the tank, but it's okay. Dang. I got scared of that cast going off that I kind of lost eyesight on the paladin's health bar, and he got purified to death, which is big sad. But my eyes can only watch so much. I was trying to like check my cooldown to make sure I had chastise ready. I was watching the cast bar to see if I needed to use it. And that's my bad. Gonna top up mana. I wonder how this tank's gonna pull this room. Gotta make sure and rebuff. Okay, I have premonition of cooldown ready. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this buff. We can't just run away from those casters, right? Can you? Guess we're just pulling. Okay, so we're pulling these guys back so that the patrol will kind of leave us alone. Okay, we got premonition of healing. We don't have wings to pair with it, but as a-okay. Try to squeeze in some damage here between cooldowns. What do I have ready? I have all of my holy words ready, basically. Got Apotheosis ready. We are so fine. Easy peasy. I feel like we didn't even break a sweat there and we hit 4 million HPS. Okay, there's my AoE CC. So these guys are going to have to like do their leg sweeps and stuff as these footmen are dying to avoid the damage. We'll be able to stun one of them though. I think it's better if I just stun this caster. Okay, I was able to fear one of their explosions. Let's go and fade. I have my little AoE ground heal ready. I think it's Sanctify. I always get Serenity and Sanctify mixed up. Easy peasy. This spec just cranks, dude. Okay, so we're 1% short, but he's saying he's going to get the percent after. Oh, the Paladin was like, nah, man, you're getting the percent now. Is this enough? One footman? Sure. We lusted downstairs, which is pretty curious, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll work out. Yo, what's up, Ceiling Panda? I won't be able to... Okay, I need to turn. Need to pay attention to that. My bigwigs isn't calling that out. That footman's also about to pop, so I just need to have everyone top for it. Okay. We're about to go up, so it doesn't really matter how ugly I draw this pattern. Looks like everyone's going to go up the other way, so I want to go up that way too. Just gonna hang out back here. I'll let the melee deal with the stops and stuff. Not like this. I only have a single target stun and a fear that needs me to be in melee, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. I hang out near a wall in case I get the draw the crap on the ground mechanic. Put wings on ourselves, premonition, spam spot healing into myself. It does so much AoE healing. Let's PI. Do some damage ourselves. I'm gonna pop Apotheosis, do some damage with it. Oof. Okay. We're good. Whew. Goodness. Priory's out of the way. Oh, man. This dungeon's like non-stop. We even gained some overall priest IO there. Okay. It's going to take a minute for the game to update. But now all we'll need is a gambit. So we're coming home. Pretty easy. We have a nice little cooldown. Yo, LB is riding waves, but no brewmaster, so no Daves. Ceiling Panda, I have no idea what that means. For chat, if no one kicks this boss, you desync her spell queue, so the boss is way easier to heal, and to survive the spell always targets the tank and doesn't hit too hard. If no one kicks this boss. See, I know on Prot Warrior you usually ask no one to kick, but usually it's for spell reflect. But I didn't know it would just completely desync her spell queue. That's pretty sick. But we did it. GG indeed, Peter. GG indeed. Have you decided to push some healer besides the Mistweaver? Or 3K was enough for healers this season? I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to see how much I can push on the Mistweaver, or if I'm even going to be able to. Like, most people are just done pushing at this point. But maybe I can, you know, scrounge up a few guildies to push some keys with me. To make it at least, like, to avoid having to hunt down players to push with. Yeah, I definitely do want to get some IO on the Monk, and then... But I might even not even push on the Monk and just push on, like, the Druid, because I had a lot of fun on the Druid. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It kind of all just depends, though. But if anything, if I have to just take this season off and not really care about my mains IO, I would do that, you know, but... goodness gracious. Don't forget that when you use the shield or overheal, that you get 2 uses of the reduced cooldown to apply mending with its heal. That's true. I need to be using that. So far, I've been using it on, like, the 2 charges of Serenity, which is, like, fine, but you don't really need to. We're just waiting on our Raider IO page to update so we can see exactly how much IO we need. I love that you play all the healers. No one really ever plays Holy Priest. It's my favorite healer, so it's a real treat for me. That's good to hear. Holy Priest is a good time. It really is. We can actually, once again, do some math. So we got 5 IO there. So we know that we did 5 IO better than our Disc Priests, which, by the way, our math did work. We did 5 IO better than our Disc Priest Priory. So we had about 72, so 372 Priory coming from that. So 52. So 52 plus that. So we're about 2955. So yeah, at Salia's Gambit, 12 will get us there for sure. I'll do like a 12 or a 13 just to be safe. But now the final key, Salia's Gambit. Oh, I'll queue up to the 15 just for a little spice, but we'll see. There's a lot of things calling the Mythic players Legion, Battlefield, and even Fellowship. Yeah, 1000%. A lot of my guildies are playing Fellowship right now. A lot of them are playing Legion Remix. A few of them are playing Battlefield. I think like 2 of them were playing it the other day. But yeah, like everyone's just being poached into all these other avenues. So yeah, a lot of the player base is just like not playing Mythic Plus right now. So I might even just say like, you know, I'll just take the season off of Mistweaver pushing, like fully pushing. But we'll see. We'll see. It kind of all depends. It depends on also what you guys want to see. If you guys want to watch me push my Mistweaver, like if y'all really do want to watch that, I'll do it 100%. Like I just want to I want to stream what you guys would like to see me do. You know what I mean? And a lot of you guys have said that y'all are here for like me. You don't really care what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. But I still want to entertain you. You know, I'm happy to do whatever. I'll even play the new Pokemon game. I'll be happy to play that on stream. But no. You said you were trying out tanking, right? Yeah, I've done like a couple keys on my prop paladin. I even not prop paladin, prop warrior. I even did a brewmaster key the other night, and my guildie, he was a DPS in the key. He was like, "Dude, you did perfect. Other than letting me die to a melee, you did perfect." People for sure care about what you play. Sadly, that's just how Twitch and content work. Yeah, no, it's that's kind of why I say like I do want to play what you guys want to see me play. Like, look, I could variety stream and just do whatever I want, but no one would want to watch that. So yeah, I definitely want to keep streaming what you guys want to watch for sure. Harsh truth, but yeah, it's a very obvious truth, unfortunately. But yeah, people, I want to stream what you guys want. It's because a lot of people just want to watch the series, but no one really wants to watch you push keys. Like every streamer and their mother pushes keys on stream. Like that's kind of what you have to do to stream WoW is push high keys apparently. So, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, our final waiting for tank moment, unless we brick this key, our final time waiting for a tank. I don't see people make good videos out of pushing though. I think you could. Yeah, I've done like when the season first starts, I'll do like a couple videos of me doing like at that time high keys as a Mistweaver, and like no one watches them. Like no one watches like push keys unless you're like, top 10 players of that spec. So I'd have to push like really high, and I'd have to get a push group to do that, So that's the thing, Ceiling Pandas. It's really not relatable. It truly just isn't. That's why like these series are much more relatable. Like a lot more people push for 3K than people push for rank 1, And yeah, it is entertaining to watch the best of the best do their thing and like watch a really coordinated group do their thing, but I don't know. That's hard to coordinate. It's hard to find 4 other people that play at this hour that would want to play with a Mistweaver. You know what I mean? It's like if we do a push, it could be like I could just play Resto Druid. I'm sure we could find more groups as a Resto Druid, and I'd have fun too, but I don't know if you guys would want to watch that. So it's really hard to like let the stars align of like everyone's happy kind of thing. So all that being said, I'm now a Roblox streamer because I know that that's what everyone truly wants. I'm kidding. Very much kidding. But I also have a lot of people who really want me to make a Legion remix Mistweaver guide. I've seen a couple comments about that. It's like I also have like this group of people calling me to play Legion Remix too, and it's like, it's just hard to figure out what to do next. You're gonna have to find a bear who wants to copy the Ordemus group. Yeah, need to get a little fizz comp going. Fellowship guide. I haven't really touched Fellowship, but I would love to like, do some Fellowship content, to be honest. I could pick a healer spec. Early on now, it seems like a logical way to gain some views. Yeah. The thing is, like, it would kind of be like an unnatural growth. Like, I'd be afraid of, like, unless it's a full jump to a new game, making content on a new game, no matter how well the content does, it would just get you, like, dead subs. Like, they wouldn't come and then watch more WoW content. So that is, like, a fear with doing that. Pugging and pushing in the 15 to 17 key range is interesting. To some, like, I'm interested in it, but, like, whenever you make videos on it, they are, like, a little less watched, It's like watching Critical Role. You enjoy seeing them play at the highest level. That's not really representative of most D&D tables. I know, right? Like, it is fun watching a D&D, like, cast or whatever, and then, like, playing it yourself, and you're just like, how do they do it? Like, you watch them, you're like, oh, I could do that. And then you, like, get into it yourself, you're like, dang, dude, they really are professionals. It's crazy. That's true. There is a lot of crossover for sure, Ceiling Panda. I think what's really hard about, like, doing this is, like, the healer player base is already so small. It's a very small market, so, like, I don't know. I'm sure the DPS and tank player bases are eating well, but it's hard out here for a healer, you know. If it's a healing guide, they might find your other video. Yeah, I mean, I'll think about it. I'd have to like find time to learn Fellowship because I don't want to just make a guide to get views. That's not what I like doing. But I like to learn something and fully understand it before I make a guide on it. And I would have to like put in hours on Fellowship and stuff. So I might could stream some Fellowship maybe. But that's the thing is like I know a lot of you guys wouldn't want to watch Fellowship. So there's it's kind of like a never-ending loop of what's next, you know. Totally killed by note right now. What do you mean by note? Is totally killed by note. Is that like is that a streamer or something named Note? I've never heard of this person. It's like 23 buckaroos at the moment. Oh, really? I thought Fellowship was free. I don't know why I thought it was a free game, but for some reason I thought it was free. Sell entry spots to try higher keys. Oh. So you're saying is Note like a group? They all put Note in their description. I've legitimately never heard of this. I don't see it. You're talking about in the description of their key listing? Oh, I also am filtered to minimum rating 1. Let's do this. Note. Oh, I'm also just filtering down to Gambit, so let's just break the filter. Type in Note. I haven't seen Note yet. It's let's do 18. Whisper for rent. I see that. Whisper for rent sounds like what you're talking about. Ugh. That's cringe. But people are going to do what they're going to do. Rich people, they'll find ways to spend their money, right? It's like people are always like, how do you even live as a multimillionaire? Like, how do you find ways to spend multiple millions of dollars every year? People find a way. They'll always find a way. I'll definitely PI a rogue, dude. They do some crazy damage. Just how would you spend your money if you had multiple millions of dollars? It's crazy. Not saying that everyone buying push runs are multi-millionaires. I'm just saying people are gold rich in this game. You know what I mean? Some people did a lot of gold farming back in WoD when this system was broken and they made a bunch of gold back then and they still have it, you know. People are gold rich in this game for sure. Just finding ways to spend their money. No. First death was to a swirly. We are not doing a good job of kiting out of these fish sticks. So I'm I wasn't really targeting them, but wasn't too sure what the plan was. Oh, these guys are big mad. The heck was that to? Probably a Fishmancer bolt. All right, guys. The final key is underway. Let's hope this is the final key. For this not to be the final key, we would have to fail it. So let's hope. Let's also LOS these casters because I don't want to deal with them. Let's launch a Halo. I'll PI oh, it's an enhancement shaman. Interesting. I'll definitely PI an elemental shaman. I have no idea what the benefit of a enhancement shaman PI is. I'm sure they do insane AoE. Yeah, this guy's going absolutely buck wild here. I have no idea how enhancement shamans work. Go and pop premonition. Using those free charges of our insight on our prayer of mendings. Oh, it looks like the snitches went and pulled another pack. Oof. Okay, a bolt hit right as that tidal stomp went. And our tank died. Yikes. Kill me quick! Yeah, it looked like a lot of Fishmancer running and pulling things, which is really not good to see in a group with 2 druids. I think Enhance is still a better PI than Sub or Boomy. Ooh, interesting, okay. I don't really know their damage profile, though, so I don't really know like when to PI who. Like, what pool count should I PI this person and stuff. I would get boosted for all my gear so I could push keys, honestly, more quickly if I had $1 billion. Yeah, if I had $1 billion, sure. But then again, you're also risking your account getting banned, and at that point, it's not worth it, right? So neat weak ores breakdown and how to set would have been a neat series, but now it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, I made a couple weak ore videos in the past, and I thought about it this season, but then once they announced that they're getting rid of it, I was like, oh, there goes that idea. Okay, I'm going to PI the rogue just because he has CDs pop now. I really want this Goliath to die. So there's an Ursul's Vortex. It's a really weird one, though. Go ahead and stun that guy. That pack got butt pulled. We were probably going to chain pull into it anyways. Okay, so we probably are like a little bit behind pace, to be honest. Look, it's the Lion King. It's the Murloc King. Bye, Sequoia. Ooh, let's fear that. See, this whole like pulling 4 dudes at a time. I don't know, man. We could literally pull this pack plus these guys and the boss and be fine, so. He's also pulling into the fish stick. Like, just literally pull over here. Then you don't even have to worry about it. All right. Finally, we're done with the first room. 22 minutes left. Is that good on time? I don't think so. Let's also rebuff before I forget.
Power without wisdom leads. See how your wisdom
Wisdom.
the Titan.
Alright, no one get hit, please. Rogue, you're killing me, Smalls. That was probably just a... I'm PIing the Boomkin here because he's ranged. And I don't want to PI a melee guy and then him just get forced out of melee, you know, so... That is why. I'm also going to try to execute this Fishmancer, then go back to the Guardians. Top up the tank. Don't want him dying. Alright, Mr. Tank, you can grab the boss now. You are allowed. Ooh. I think enhance just when they pop Ascendance. Yeah. Imagine if they got rid of Ascendance for Shamans. Imagine the uproar. I think it'd kind of be funny at this point. If they just took every spell away from Shamans, like, what would they do? What if Shaman just had, like, Healing Stream Totem and Lightning Bolt, and that's it? Or all they had was Healing Wave, Chain Heal, Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning. That's it. Let me click the cycle. Just because I'm the slowest. Don't be afraid to hit Apotheosis. Its cooldown isn't too long. Yeah, I was talking about this last stream, EJV, where I think I'm like trained in the past to back when Apotheosis was the only cooldown that Holy Priest had. It like trained me to like sit on it, you know, because you had to use it at like the perfect moments. But really, like now I should just send it, to be honest. Like here, I'll just send it and then use it for damage. But no, you're so right. Like I definitely am more reserved on my Apotheosis cooldown of all of them. I definitely should have chastised this guy here. Because yeah, this is such like a, is the right word, like multifaceted. Like this spell can do so many different things is what I'm trying to say. That you should honestly just send it more often than not. Totally agree with you. They can keep Earth Shield. Okay, so Earth Shield, Healing Wave, Healing or Chain Heal, Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Earth Shield. That's all they get. That is all they get. It would still probably be one of the most popular specs. It'd still probably have more players than Monk. Ah. Apo is just like Chi-Ji, just use it ASAP. Yeah, definitely. I still have like a tainted mindset when playing Holy Priest just from the past. Like, you used to not have Premonition, you know? It used to literally just be like a 12-minute cooldown in Salve and Apotheosis, and that's kind of it. And like the Seedling Trinket was like a blessing, because that was like your alternate cooldown that you could now use, and when that thing went away, it was just big sad. So yeah, I definitely just have to like correct my Holy Priest mindset and just send it. Okay, we stunned the cast, but now we just need to kill the boss. Don't hit me. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's 2 premonitions that reduce cooldown in him. You usually have some to depress. Yeah, for sure. 100%. It's kind of like when they introduced Shayloons back into the game, I was really bad about pressing my Chi-Ji. I had to like retrain myself to play Mistweaver because I would sit on my Chi-Ji and I'm like, dude, I could have used it like 5 more times in this dungeon. But I just sat on the cooldown, like why? And it wasn't until like I watched back my own gameplay and was like, I could have pressed it way more often. Until I started actually doing so.
You have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Yes. I hate how quickly she says that. Yes.
But not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances to
It's like I'll probably send Apotheosis on this next pull, especially if we double pull.
You love metal with the wrong fucking meat.
Our captain is a dragon. Is it trolling to cast Levitate here? Honestly, no. I thought that would send me over here. It was kind of clutch. Okay, let's get a Chastise off, and then I'll pop Apotheosis.
Empower, empower, power.
Ooh, that Apotheosis damage. And do that officer damage. It always sneaks up on me. It's a lot of damage. Every time I mention Levitate, that song gets stuck on my head. The Levitating or something. Bring back Ancestral Guidance. I'm a fan of Ancestral Guidance. I did like that spell. It will be missed. I liked the whole, like, you could do damage and convert it to healing aspect of it. But I'm just such a sucker for, like, Mistweaver that my brain is so rotted from that.
To whoever brings me their child. All hands on deck.
Alright, let's see the 0 mobility play of Captain Hooktail. Wait, bro, out the big guns, Captain. Yikes, I should have just shot the gap.
All hands on deck. Empower.
Sure, I'll PI an Enhancement Shaman. Oh, God. Don't do it to me. Please.
All hands on deck.
Let's send out a Halo. This spell's too pretty not to press.
All hands on deck.
I saw that vortex. I was getting ready to run out there and fear the guys back in, but I saw the vortex there, so I didn't want to do it.
Take no prisoners.
Flawless transition.
All hands on deck.
Clean! Clean, clean, clean. I'm gonna go ahead and type I will soak collapsing star. Hopefully they see that. It's kind of an awkward time to type that. And also, it wasn't in party chat.
Must you hound my every
Yes, we must hound it. We must.
Control this power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
Only the withered and dead belong in
Whew.
museums, like your cartel. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
Pop premonition. Go and focus the caster. I definitely want to get some casts off here of some damaging spells. Just so I can chastise cycle. I might even apotheosis here just for the chastise cycle. Let's do it. We'll just keep this guy chain stunned for his whole life. Let's get all of our Serenity charges back up. Get some Sanctifies back too. Get Chastise back. Let's Chastise cycle this guy as much as we can. Ooh. Season 1, I could do 1 million HPS on my Enhance during a pull with it. Yeah, I didn't even think about how crazy it was for Enhanced Shaman. You know, it's kind of like how Feral Druids can do insane healing on pools with their Sigil. Or Vigil, whatever it is. Same with Shadow Priest can do like big Vampiric Embrace healing. I never even thought of Ancestral Guidance from a DPS Shaman's perspective. Because I'm pretty sure like that season, Elemental was kind of a meme. And then like no one was playing Enhance. I'm going to fear that. Yikes. Okay, I don't have my stun, so I'm going to just spam these damage buttons to get it back. Keep this guy stunned. Luckily, I mean, we do have a Boomkin. Hopefully the Boomkin doesn't try to go soak the stars while I'm soaking them. Just go and PI now. Can honestly pull this guy into the boss. I'm gonna go ahead and apotheosis this down and just slam it with some damage. It is kind of lame that if you kill the Starseer, you still have to kill the Pulsar.
I will unmake you.
Okay, typed it with one hand there.
Remove these pests.
It doesn't really matter who soaks. It just matters that everyone's on the same page of who's soaking. Because if two people run out and soak the star, then you can get 2 stacks at a time. That's why I always like get so annoyed when someone tries to soak. Even though they're just trying to help, it's like, it is annoying.
Guards, remove these pests.
Alright, Celia. Do your worst. I'll always claim a close one. Ugh, okay, so I'm going to this close left one.
Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing. You, how dare you hinder me? Empower. The power of the first ones. Mine to control.
I am dead silent. I just want to focus.
The realms. I can feel them. The power of the first ones.
I'm just going to wait.
Mine to control. The tools of creation. At my command.
Okay, we're good.
Bow before cartel.
Take this close left one. Claim it early.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
I wonder if my halo reaches everyone.
You, how dare you hinder me?
Okay, I have premonition of healing. I also have wings.
Ones. Mine to control.
We might even be able to ignore the star here. Do we just YOLO it? No, we don't.
I can feel them. All the tools of creation. At my command.
You gotta actually be kidding me. You've actually got to be kidding me.
Creation. At my command.
Oh my goodness. There's no way.
I have already forgotten you.
Bow before cartel's soul.
Oh god.
You are nothing.
We can probably... I gotta just go to this one because I have the long line. I could probably hit 2.
Oppose me and be extinguished. How dare you hinder me?
Oh my gosh. I had to let that star just collapse because I had to just slam heals in the tank trying to save him and he died. Then I just had to keep people alive. Oh man, that got so stressful. Also, we are not at percent. Yikes. Okay. Oh, that got so stressful there. They all 3 got hit by a splinter. Goodness gracious. I literally had to sacrifice that star and just hope we could live a 3 stack. And just slam heals into whoever was alive.
Will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by cartel until our fortunes meet again.
That's like a prime example of why this series is so fun because, you know, I have very limited reps on these specs that aren't my main. So like learning how to deal with things in the moment is like just super frustrating. New Tim Robinson series on HBO, a little off topic, but I know you like the guy. I'll definitely have to check it out. But yeah, now that my wife's done with her busy season, we're definitely going to get Netflix and I'm going to watch that show for sure. Oh man, that's why I got removed. Yeah, for sure. Well, also for Resto Shamans, a lot of them would just macro it to Ascendance, and then it was just redundant at that point, you know. I'm pretty sure we just finished the series, by the way, guys. Pretty sure. Just say the key people don't give healers enough rates. Raznov, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That's very kind. But I'm pretty sure we just finished the series. We're gonna have to wait until Raider IO updates to see if we got our priest. Both priest specs to 3K, because yes, this screen shows 3K, but this is like is aggregate the right word? This is both our disc and holy combined. We know our disc priest is at 3K. We just have to wait for Raider IO to update our individual score. Oh, but I need perfect confirmation. See, this is what it was like after our previous key, but now we've now done a Salia's Gambit 13. Pretty sure we're there, but I just need full confirmation, guys. Whew. Hey, mate, am I going to play Fellowship? I'm thinking about it. If enough people show interest, I think I would just make some videos on it. Um, but yeah, I definitely do want to play it a little, you know? Rasnov said, which healer was the hardest to do in the 3K challenge? Definitely Disc Priest. I think since this whole challenge is pugging, it was very frustrating to do keys when you don't have a kick and all you have is Psychic Scream. It was just really frustrating, honestly. And we didn't have enough haste for the longest time to play Void Weaver, so we were still playing Oracle, but yeah, Disc was 100% the hardest. Honestly, Holy Priest, Holy Paladin, and Resto Druid were the easiest. Mistweaver, even being my main, Mistweaver, Resto Shaman, and yeah, Mistweaver and Resto Shaman were like the mid tier, and just because I don't think uh, the new Resto Shaman build is as pug friendly as Totemic was last season. But yeah, I definitely think Resto Druid super pug friendly. You always have a billion hots on everyone. Um, what else did I say? Holy Paladin was fantastic, fantastic. And Holy Priest even, which is so weird. It's literally Holy Priest, but yeah, Holy Priest was so good for a 3K level for sure. Whew, been playing it all day. It's so fun. I'll check it out for sure. I definitely still want to play some Legion Remix too. Want to level up my Mistweaver and make maybe a guide on Mistweaver, even though it's so late. I'm just late to playing Legion Remix, but I feel like still people are going to be making a monk alt and stuff. So now it's time for Remix. The Power Ramp is addictive AF. I did play a lot of Mop Remix, and I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. Um, yeah, I definitely think now. So here's the plan for the streams. The next few streams are probably going to be me playing Mistweaver on Legion Remix, maybe, or some Fellowship, one of those two. So those are going to be fun, guys. Like, I know a lot of people probably don't want to watch it, but we're going to have fun with it. I'll play with you guys. Like, I want you to join me in like leveling a character and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna make those fun. So definitely, if you've liked this series, still tune into those. Give them a shot. You know, they're gonna be different streams from what you've probably been used to these past few months. But still tune in. We're gonna have the same streaming schedule. And then from the 24th through the 1st, I will be out of the country. So I'll look to do an IRL stream at some point during that, and I'll kind of announce it in my uh, Discord. But so from the 24th through the 1st of November, I will be out of the country. I will not be streaming WoW. But I'll still have some videos queued up to be posted and stuff. And then the video schedule will start to amp up more. You know, my videos have been less frequent during this series just because it takes so much time. But now the videos are going to really amp up in how many I post and how often I post. But then once I get back on November 1st, that is when me and Definitely Not Vlad are gonna make our series together. So we're gonna stream a series much like this one where we're gonna swap roles and push. So if you've enjoyed the series, if you enjoy watching me stream, we are going to be blasting. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna do a hot tub stream. No, but yeah, so the streams are still going to be happening. So I hope that you guys give the streams a shot beyond this series, because I know every time that we finish this series, the viewership rightfully dips. Like, I get it. People just want to watch this series, and that's fine. But I do hope that you guys, tune in. It'd be nice to have you guys back on Monday for whatever we're streaming. Whatever we're streaming. We're still waiting for this to update, though. I just want confirmation that our Holy Priest is 3K. I mean, we could just math it and see. Golly, this takes forever. There's an update button here. Can we hit update here? Let's scan our character. Are you gonna do a series with some other maybe tank player? How is definitely not Vlad, but someone else? Yeah, not Vlad. Definitely not Vlad. But yeah, well, I'm thinking about it. But yeah, we're gonna do a very fun series, and I hope that it's enjoyable to watch because it's gonna be me playing a DPS player or character. So that is different. I know a lot of people probably don't care to watch me play a DPS player, but it's going to be from a healer's perspective, like trying to learn a DPS spec. So I think it's still going to be fun. I'm going to relate it to being a healer and stuff. I'm gonna I'm not gonna edit it down to a series until it's all over with, and I'm gonna try to make it all in one video. But I will be posting some of the keys that we do, um, uh, like stream VOD clips and stuff on the channel, just standalone. We're waiting for our character to update. Okay, scan complete. What the heck? Scan again. Do your job. I just want to see. I need this number to show correctly so that I can sleep tonight. Maybe it's similar. Oh, maybe log out from WoW that updates Armory at least. Okay, let's try that. I didn't even know that. Very cool. Whew. Y'all, I'm so stupid. See this prayer minting logo before the screen goes black or whatever? I've never noticed that that was praying hands. I don't know what I thought it was, but I've never noticed that that's literally two hands praying. I am so stupid. Hell, I was playing around with talents and added Divine Word as another cooldown. Had too many cooldowns suppressed. I love Divine. Is Divine Words the one that like buffs your next holy word? Because I love that spell. Because you can like Divine Word and then, let's see, is that the right one? Yeah, I think this using this on Sanctify is so cool because it just turns your Sanctify into like a big pulsing hot, like super cool. Okay, let's check now that we've refreshed our character. Still no, man. Raider IO needs to get its stuff together. We can do some math though, I guess, to solve it. Well, I guess it's too late now. Did I gain any IO from that key? I didn't, so I can't even do math to solve it. But we need to make sure. We need to make sure. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to do a full wrap-up video talking about this series and my thoughts on the healers, and then I'll make a tier list video about what I think about pug-friendly healers this season. So all that's going to come. This is going to be my whole, like, you know, full wrap-up, full thoughts on the series. I'm thinking about waiting until I get into Italy to do those videos. Because then I can do it with, like, since I'm just going to be yapping, I might as well have a pretty background while I make those. So I might do that. But the problem is I'll have to use my phone's microphone, and that'll be kind of awkward. Okay, let's refresh again. It's still not showing. Yeah, Brother Bear, it might have been a fake key. You're probably right. Come on, Raider IO. Update. Maybe if we go to Warcraft logs... maybe that'll work. Yikes. Have a 41 parse. Hey, oh, that's Disc Priest. Maybe if we update here, maybe it pulls information from your... onto your Raider IO. Let's see. Come on. Please be done with the challenge. It has been months. It's been since the season dropped. We've been doing this. Dang, dude. How long does it take? That is crazy. But now... so our character, if it's done, it would have ended at 715 item level. Which is by far the high. I think it's the high. It and Presovoker. But I've been basically playing each of those every week. Opening vaults every week. Didn't have a mythic weapon. I did this all without crafting any gear. This was the only character I think that I used the pure fiber on. Just because I totally forgot on all the other characters. Also, this character did have some pretty crazy good trinkets. Like, I like Eternal Weave on Priest because it just gives you a big juice of mastery, and that's not bad for both Priest specs. And then Arakar just has a nice passive, like, stat stick, you know? Also, the spec, dude. The spec can do some crazy damage if you let it. What is Divine Image? Oh, that's when you summon a image of yourself. Holy Nova, I actually pressed enough to make it do some damage. Alright. Come on. Surely by now it's updated. Dude, there's no way. Is there any other way for us to be able to tell if the Holy Priest is 3K? Is there any other way? Maybe if we, like, queue into Raid Finder or something? Maybe, like, once we join another instance, it'll capture... At this point, I'm just making stuff up. But it'll capture what we do. But, you know, so I've obviously been pushing all the healers, and then I've also been playing my tank. I may need to do a Priory 14J. Luna, you're banned. I'm banning it now. I'm just kidding. But I've been playing my Prot Warrior on the side, and so I've gotten all the 10s done on Prot Warrior, and then once me and Vlad do our series, I'll have all the keys done on a DPS spec. So I'm kind of gonna like accidentally get the triple threat challenge done too. But it would be fun to push my tank and my DPS specs to 3K. So that way I have a DPS, a tank, and a healer at 3K. Not sure how the sites pull data, but does the clear have to be logged? I don't... no, it doesn't have to be logged, because logging is through a different thing. Logging is just updating, like, the stat, or uploading the stats to a website, and that's what logging does. Like, it's an alternative second-party website. That's what I'm trying to look for. Still not updated. I'm pretty sure that does it, though, because a 13 timed would definitely give us more than 50 IO, because our 12s put us at 370 for that key. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say we did it. I'm just going to call it, and I'll post a picture on Discord. You know, that Chi-Ji video you posted was a blessing, man. It was so much fun to fistweave and raid. The trinket uptime is insanity. I can't believe you actually have to fight to stay below 25%. I know. I'm telling you, I am onto something. I am 100% onto something. It's not even like a flash in the pan. I really do think that that build is the truth. And in fact, Malkaya, tomorrow I have a video posting of I recorded all of my kills of these bosses on Mythic, and in the video I show my Lumathar, Soulbinder, Soul Hunters, and Fractalist kills, all 4 of them in one video, and I talk through it and talk through the build and stuff. So if you want to see some actual gameplay, Malkaya, it's coming tomorrow. Now the Chi-Ji guide video did not do too well, just because I think the game is kind of dead right now, to be honest. However, I hope that enough people watch it so it kind of people find it and, you know, peep the build, because the build is crazy. It's crazy. I'm destroying some other Yulon players. Like, look at this. I'm rank 129 playing Chi-Ji right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, that's coming tomorrow. Haven't had time yet? Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like so much is happening right now outside of just like retail WoW that it's fine. I should be making remix content. I should be making all this other stuff like Fellowship and stuff. So yeah, maybe we dabble in some Fellowship on Monday. We'll see. We'll see. Oh man. Come on. I just want visual confirmation. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to get it yet, but yeah, like I said, I'll just post it in Discord once we find out, but I am going to go ahead and call the stream. The goal was to get this challenge done today. I wasn't going to end the stream until we got the challenge done, but I'm going to go ahead and call the stream because I don't know what to do next, honestly. And also, like I said, today is my wife's first off day in like a year, basically. Not a year, like half a year. So I'm going to go spend some time with her, but I can breathe now that all of our healer specs are at 3K. They're all at 3K. It feels so good. Like I said, I'll make some wrap-up videos giving my final thoughts on pushing all the healers, what I thought of each one, and everything. Those will come soon. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out today and for watching the Holy Priest grind. It was a fun one. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. But yeah, can't wait to watch it. There's no way I want to learn these fights with no reference. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, honestly, huge GGs for sure. I appreciate you, Ceiling Panda. Everyone that was tuning in, especially those of you who have like shown up every stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, it's a stressful thing trying to do, trying to stream, but you guys make it so much fun and so much worth it. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support during a long extended series like this one, but it's over. We get back to the grind, the actual real grind of the channel. But I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys on Monday for the stream. I'll announce what we're doing in the Discord too once I get the picture of our IO. But yeah, until Monday, enjoy your weekend. I appreciate you, Malachi. I appreciate you, Peter. MCS Power using all the emotes today. But yeah, I'll see you guys next